week marks the 200th anniversary of El Grito, the celebration of Mexican independence from Spain. KPBS border reporter Jose Luis Jimenez went to the celebration in Tijuana. He joins me now with the details and some photographs of the festivities. Welcome, Jose Luis.
Thank you, Gloria.
What's the importance of this year's celebration of El Grito, of the Declaration of Independence for Mexico?
Well, it's the 200th anniversary of El Grito, when the priest Hidalgo went out in front of the church and declared the Declaration of Independence of Mexico from Spain.
So you went down there.
Yes.
What was the mood of the crowd like?
The mood was amazingly festive. There was actually two celebrations. I went to the first one, which was held in downtown Tijuana at the old municipal palace. And they cordoned off several streets, and the streets were filled with people. I'd say there were thousands of people. Everybody was in a good mood. There was lots of music. There was lots of food. People waving flags, as you saw in the video. And it was a very jovial mood.
So that's kind of interesting, considering the fact that Tijuana, like many cities in Mexico, has been experiencing the violence of drug cartels. Were there any special security precautions that you saw that were taken?
Yes, you could see them all around the perimeter. There were soldiers in their Humvees with their automatic rifles, and there was also a heavy police presence also with their automatic rifles. But for the most part, they stayed outside on the perimeter. They weren't inside the crowd, and they were really not that noticeable. They were kind of outside.
So it didn't affect the mood in that particular group. But what was the celebration like, let's say, in the rest of the city?
In the rest of the city, you could actually see lots of people were out in their cars, kind of hanging out the windows, waving their flags and yelling "Viva Mexico." And also later on, they did the first celebration early, about 9 p.m. to give people time to go home to see the president, Felipe Calderón, do the one for the country at 10 p.m. because Mexico City is 2 hours ahead of Tijuana. And then later on, Calderón went to a park in the city and did the traditional one at midnight for Tijuana.
I understand in Juarez, Mexico's most violent city at this point, things were a little different.
Yes, they were. Basically, they did not have a public celebration there. The mayor went to a balcony over the plaza, which was empty, and still did the traditional grito, but it was transmitted over radio and television. And then they had fireworks shows throughout the city so people could basically walk outside their home and see the celebration.
Well, we're sure getting a sense of it in San Diego, a lot of media coverage. How long is this party going to continue?
Well, on the following, that same Thursday, because basically the celebration has about midnight, they had a parade, and then basically a lot of people are taking Friday off, and the celebration is going to continue through the weekend.
Okay, well, are you going to go back down and celebrate?
Probably.
All right, thank you very much, Jose Luis Jimenez.